Here's the truth. As a healthcare professional, you've already made all the easy decisions, but now you're at crossroads and every option feels risky. What happens when you're stuck between a rock and a hard place? Do you keep playing it safe or do you make the tough decision to move your practice forward? Hi, I'm Abe, a healthcare entrepreneur. If you're a GP, healthcare specialist, or a consultant, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to show you how to make those hard decisions that feel impossible. We're talking about real actionable strategies to grow your practice, whether that's attracting the right patients, raising your prices, or making other pivotal choices that could shift your entire practice. The key here is that these decisions are hard because they lead to growth, and growth requires risk. With the right approach, you'll be able to make them with confidence. Let's get it straight. The decisions you're facing now are hard because they involve trade-offs. You've already made all the easy decisions, your niche, your location, your pricing model, but now you're at the stage where you have to make a choice that feels risky. Whether that's raising your prices, changing your patient base, or shifting your services, these decisions matter. The reason these choices are tough is because they have real consequences. If you keep doing what you're doing, your practice will stay stagnant. If you make the hard choice, you'll experience discomfort now, but for growth later. And let me tell you, the growth that comes from making these tough decisions is worth it. So let's get practical and start focusing on the action you can take. Here's a scenario many of you can relate to. You have a steady flow of patients, but a large chunk of them are low value. On one side, you have the comfort of the patients you know, but they're not ideal. On the other side, you have the opportunity to raise your prices, target high-value patients, and refine your business model. Now, here's the problem. Most people choose to stay stuck. Why? Because it feels safer to keep what you know, even if it's draining. But here's the reality. If you continue serving the wrong patients, your practice will stay exactly where it is. Step 1. Identify the low-value patients. If you're not sure, look at your revenue breakdown. Which patients bring in the most revenue? Which ones are the most time-consuming? Start by disqualifying the ones who drain your resources. You can do this by being clear on the type of patient you want to attract and actively saying no to the ones who don't fit. Step 2, raise your prices strategically. The key to attracting the right patients is to raise your prices to reflect the value you provide. This won't just improve your revenue, it will attract high-value patients who are ready to pay for quality. For instance, if your goal is to build a high-end practice, your decisions need to reflect that. Everything from your marketing to your patient intake needs to align with the premium services you offer. Step 4, say no to what doesn't align. One of the hardest things to do is to say no, but you need to disqualify what doesn't align with your vision. This could mean raising your prices, reducing your patient load, or cutting certain services. By focusing on what truly aligns with your goals, you'll streamline your business, increase your revenue, and attract better patients. Step 5, start small but be consistent. Making big changes all at once can feel overwhelming, so start with small, manageable steps. For instance, raise your prices for new patients first and see how they respond. Target a specific demographic with your marketing efforts and adjust as you go. The key is consistency in implementing these changes. Now, let's talk about the power of disqualification. This is where the magic happens. Too many practices focus on getting more patients, but what you really need to focus on is getting the right patients. Step 6, clear marketing messages. You need to speak directly to the patients you want. If you're looking for higher value patients, adjust your marketing. Use clear messaging that speaks directly to their needs. For example, if you want to attract self-pay patients, your messaging should emphasize the benefits of private care, faster appointments, more personalized services, and high quality treatments. Step 7, qualify patients early. Don't wait until they're in the door to figure out if they're a good fit. Qualify your patients upfront by asking key questions during the intake process. What is your budget? Or what are your long-term health goals? If their answers don't align with your practice, it's better to part ways early. Step 8, focus on lifetime value. Instead of just focusing on the immediate revenue from patients, consider the lifetime value. The right patients will not only pay more upfront, but will return for follow-up care, refer others, and leave glowing reviews, making them much more valuable over time. Let's talk about pruning your practice. If you want your business to grow, you need to let go of what's holding it back. Whether it's outdated services, low-value patients, or staff who don't align with your vision, pruning is critical for long-term success. Step 9, look at your services and ask which ones bring in the most revenue and which ones align with my long-term goals. If some services aren't worth your time, it's okay, cut them. This will allow you to focus your energy on the high-value services that align with your vision. Step 10, evaluate your team. If your team is aligned with your goals, it's time to make a change. Evaluate the performance of each team member. Are they contributing to practice success? If not, it's time to make a tough decision to let them go or reassign their roles. By focusing your efforts on the right patients and services, you'll create a practice that's not just profitable but sustainable. Keep pruning the non-essentials and doubling down on what works. You can keep playing it safe, or you can take the necessary steps today to scale your business and reach the level of success that you deserve. Don't wait, take action now. I'll see you in the next video.